Then there's John Morant. Then there's Red Hot, and it's Wells in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Wizards, we've got Malcolm Brogdon. Kyle Kuzma is out there with the monster. Then there's Kispert. And it's Coulibaly in at the shooting guard position. And Greg, on paper, this looks like a real mismatch. These teams have very different expectations.
And in any matchup like this, the early stages are important. The team coming in as a big underdog has to keep it close, otherwise things can go south in a
hurry. There's Red Hot. Pass to big guy. From 17 feet out. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
First trip to the line for him here. And he knocks down the first
line for the
away GA, the Wizards, with their trades over the summer, they have definitely hit the reset button for a rebuild.
Yeah, and moved on from Beal and traded Porzingis as well. So kept Kuzma and brought in Poole to start the youth movement. Exciting times for the Wizards.
Now here's Kuzma. Saw the pass to Brogdon. And the call will be against Red Hot. That's his first foul.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
Here's Coulibaly, guarded by Morant. That one good for 2.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
To the middle, here's Huff. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Smart's checked in for Memphis.
Checking in for the away team, Marcus Smart.
And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here.
Split second late, but almost came up with the steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it so close.
Red Hot, he's checked in for John Morant. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Here's Wells. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. The Wizards have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Brogdon kicks to Kispert. And another miss by Washington. Kispert's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's Wells. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. To the inside. Brogdon. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Well, it takes a certain level of composure and willingness to absorb contact on the interior. Step up there, Mr. Brogdon.
There's Red Hot inside, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Now, here's Brogdon. Now the pass to Kuzma. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Greg, it just seems like every night Kyle Kuzma is going to put up double digits.
And he has the potential to be a double-double threat. Just needs to get more aggressive on the glass.
What I love about Kyle Kuzma is this guy understands there's more to the game than just scoring. That's a change from his rookie season. Now he wants to contribute defensively, and he gets on the glass, guys.
Here's Red Hot. Pass to Huff. Fires from 14, and he gets the jumper to drop. Huff's got his second bucket of the night.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Here's Kuzma. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Always solid from deep. Kyle Kuzma, you can't leave that guy open beyond the arc.
Pass Here's the big dog. Here's Red Hot. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Basket counts. Huff's got 6.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Poked away. Down low. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
It feels like Malcolm Brogdon, with every repetition, turns that passing from excellent to elite.
Rejected by Brogdon. And he recovers it. Here's Red Hot. He's guarded by Brogdon. Red Hot the pass to Huff. Shoots over Kuzma. A nice shot by Huff.
Assisted.
He's got 8.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
Brogdon looking it over. Got a hand on it. Here's Red Hot. He's guarded by Brogdon. Wells. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brogdon.
A moment now to see the numbers for Smart, how he performed last season. And he also finished in the top 20 of the assist rankings, making plays for others and making his teammates better.
And like a thief in the night, he will pick your pocket clean. Top 10 in steals, as you said last year. Always a threat to cause a turnover. And too much time in the lane, they get called for the 3-second violation. Washington making some changes. Marvin Bagley comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Georgia subbed in for Kispert. Memphis also making some changes. Laravia's checked in. And Pippen subbed in for Smart. Here's Poole. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. And Valanciunas kicks to Poole. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Here's Red Hot. 9 points last game out. And that one's good. Laravia.
And he decides to go old school
Number
with the finger
17.
roll.
We've got 1:18 left to play in the first. Knocked away. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. Nice shot by Red Hot.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
The 3 from Poole. They get the rebound. Bagley got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Memphis leading by 6. Here's Pippen. And he banks in the layup.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And so Poole will bring it up for Washington. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
They get it back. Here's Red Hot. And that one's on target from the wing.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
To the left wing. Here's George. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Red Hot the pass to Jackson. And he makes good on the layup.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He's such a strong finisher in the paint.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Grizzlies lead by 8. They'll be back shortly, live from Washington.
Visiting team 24.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Grizzlies?
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for some.
success.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Gill is out there with Kispert. Then there's Jordan Poole. Then there's Rashawn Holmes. And it's Koulibaly in at the 2 spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. Got him with the pump fake. Savvy move right there. Morant's got the lead up to 12 now for Memphis. The 3 from Poole. It's Clark with the rebound. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Washington shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. A great three-point shooter in college, Corey Kispert, who played at Gonzaga, has transferred that skill doors to this NBA level.
And Kevin, you know that guys who can shoot it with range are always in demand. The extra distance doesn't affect Corey one bit. He's very solid from the mid-range. In a shooter's league, he's got his opportunities. Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
And it's Brogdon off the drive. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
How about putting it on the deck and going with a level of intention? Malcolm Brogdon on the drive.
Morant with the bucket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Wizards trail by 16. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Jaren Jackson Jr. is a prolific shot blocker, but blocks aren't his goal. He said, I'm playing the game to not foul, but make it as hard as I can. And if I block it, then cool. Avoiding those whistles is key. John Morant says of Jackson, his defensive presence is big time for us. We're a totally different team with him out there on the floor. Kevin?
They are indeed. Hey, D.A., thank you. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant.
Second team foul.
That's his first foul. Washington making some changes. The Monsters checked in for Rashawn Holmes. And Kyle Kuzma subbed in for Gill. Washington calls timeout. Greg, you've heard people say it's a make or miss league. Does that hold true?
It seems so, right? Shooting percentages correlate more with winning than possession stats like turnovers or offensive rebounds. It's clear shot making has never been more valuable, but the ability to disrupt rhythm still plays a big role.
A wide open look here for Kuzma. Off target from 3-point range.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Red Hot. Guarded by Poole. Huff, no good.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain
Possession
possession.
to the away team.
Here are the top distributors from last season. These guys always seem to find the open man. Number 5 is John Morant.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
Passes it to Bane. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Red Hot the pass to Aldama. And it's Memphis with another.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
The pass to Sarr. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. We love the fact that the NBA is constantly evolving. Greg, what have you thought of the recent schedule adjustments?
I think the league's done a great job cutting down on the back-to-backs. And also, I like these 2-game, like, baseball-style series we've seen. Limiting travel helps big time.
And the Wizards making a change here. George is checked in. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Big Dog is checked in for ABC. And Wells is subbed in for Bane. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same. Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
And here is Brogdon following John Morant's 3. To the paint, here's Sarr. It's deflected. Inside, here's Morant. That one's not going to go. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. Third team foul. Substitution for your
And it's
Wizards.
Kuzma with the ball for the Washington Wizards. Morant with the steal. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
Out of bounds. Wizards basketball.
Brogdon outside.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining.
Looks good. Is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Well, you love to see Malcolm Brogdon take advantage of that frame, capitalizing in close.
You know, Greg, the way Malcolm Brogdon is used in the catch-and-shoot game, it makes that offense very difficult to stop.
Well, he's a high percentage shooter, doesn't go through many ups and downs, and when he doesn't have the look he wants, he's willing to get off the ball.
So it's Washington now, following the score by Memphis. Morant outside. Pass to Red Hot. Jacks up a 3. Washington with the rebound. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis this season.
Should be an interesting game as these teams don't see a lot of each other being from different conferences.
Right, they'll meet 2 times this year, East versus West. Let's see which team can enforce their style of play.
There's Red Hot. Wells in the corner. Pass to Aldama. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And here's a look at some numbers for Kuzma. Good season for him last year. He was around 21 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right, he can do a little bit of everything for this team, and it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
Now, here's Brogdon. 8 points his last outing. Here's Valanciunas. And good coming on the assist by Brogdon.
I think we know Jonas Valanciunas is effective inside, but he's got an opportunity and ability and the touch to drain jumpers.
Wells in the corner. Here's Big Dog. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Assist
When
goes
you
to
allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Obviously, Morant has found his flow here, finding plenty of ways to create for himself.
Kuzma kicks to Brogdon. Here's Valanciunas. Banked in off the glass. Valanciunas has got 4 this quarter.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Morant outside. Shoots over Brogdon. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Assist
And how
from
about the catch and
number
fire
17.
there from Morant? He's got the endless confidence in his ability.
And so it's Memphis in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding,
The visiting
amazing.
51.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
There was no stopping John Morant in the first half. He ended up with 19 points and 2 steals. So far, he's played a big role for his team here. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about the visiting team?
They were in such a groove that entire first half, especially on the offensive end. Good play calling, good execution, and by and large, they take great shots.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Washington?
The shooting percentage they allow was through the roof. The coach is absolutely ripping into the defensive effort. They need to take some pride.
And that
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Guys, John Morant has been sensational.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
So on the floor for Memphis. Red Hatters out there with Morant. And it's ABC. And there's Wells. And it's Aldama with the foul.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
A nice shot by Huff.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Brogdon. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Wow, how about the balance and strength of Malcolm Brogdon? Give him the end one.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Memphis leading by 22. Passes it to Huff. Now Eldama. Red hot the pass to Eldama. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Defensive positioning so important, and he could not have played him better there.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Memphis has gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. The three from Morant. It's good, and that takes him to 77% shooting this game. 10 for 13.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Down low, Sarr, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Sarr's got 8.
Great play calling, great execution, leads to 4 for 4 to start this half.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Timeout on the floor. Away team timeout.
So both teams making some changes here. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
And we're about a minute and a half here. Into the second half. Here's Wells. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Wells has got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Kispert wide open. He fires, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Here's Wells. Kept alive. Second chance shot. Outside for Jackson. It's Morant in the corner. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Morant's got 8 points here in this quarter. Washington's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. We have seen officials cracking down in recent years on traveling violations. The sense from the league was with the freedom of movement rule changes, it was becoming almost impossible to defend if ball handlers get away with, let's call it, extra footwork. It's been an adjustment for the players, but they're talented enough to make that adjustment. Kevin?
Yeah, they are. You're right. A high skill level indeed. DA, thank you.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Wells kicks to Clark. Now here's Morant for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Morant's got 11 points here in just the second half. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul. Rashawn Holmes is checked in for Washington. George comes in for Malcolm Brogdon. Red Hot is checked in for Memphis. And here is Poole. Still without a basket. Dishes to Kispert. Just 5 on the clock. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Memphis shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
Wizards making a switch here. Valanciunas is checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's George. Just over 3.5 minutes through the 3rd quarter of play now. Poole against Morant. Poole, the pass to Valanciunas. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal
Well,
foul.
it still works. Might be one of the oldest tricks in the book, but that up fake earns Valanciunas a trip to the line.
Jonas Valanciunas. 2 shots.
Valanciunas hits them both.
And a bruising, fundamentally sound big man. Valanciunas is a throwback. More importantly, he's willing to play whatever role is asked of him.
Remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
It's George on the wing. Here's Sarr. That one doesn't go. For Memphis, they've gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Jackson passes to Red Hot. Fires for 3. Jackson misses. Washington has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Poole kicks to Valanciunas. Kispert, the pass to George. And there's the pass to Poole. 5 to shoot, and it's Kispert in the corner. Wizards keeping it alive in a fresh 14-second shot clock.
Well, I think this is something Jonas Valanciunas has hung his hat on, his ability to consistently get to the offensive window. Nicely done.
Red Hot the pass to Clark, and slam dunk by Clark.
You can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Here's George. Up and in on the layup.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
Here's Wells. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. One on Kispert. Memphis shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game. No good on the free throw. Both teams will make substitutions. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. The Wizards shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Here's Kuzma. Yep, it counts. Kuzma's got... Like 6 points.
You can see that Kyle Kuzma has the kind of size and length and creativity to score on the interior.
Here's Big Dog. And such a nice move to make the basket work.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Stolen away. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Jonas Valanciunas.
It's on Jonas Valanciunas. The Grizzlies shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. First free throw is good.
Shooting for the away team. Edey. 2 shots.
So he gets them both.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
That's tipped. And it's Memphis on the break. Here's Red Hot. Pass to LaRavia. From 13 feet, it goes down. LaRavia's got his second bucket tonight.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes effort.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. It's the Grizzlies running away with this one. They'll be back shortly, live from Washington. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Rashawn Holmes, Baldwin out there with Gill, and there's Davis, and it's Coulibaly in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Memphis. On Monday, They'll be taking on Klay Thompson and the Dallas Mavericks. Then on Wednesday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Utah up against the Jazz.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
George is checked in for the Wizards. Red Hot is checked in for the Grizzlies. Ja Morant comes in for Marcus Smart. And the rejection by Holmes. 14 feet away. Gill against Morant. Gill kicks to Baldwin. And another miss by Washington.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Nice shot by Red Hot.
17.
Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 23 assists. And so George will bring it up for Washington. And so Washington again turning it over.
This is one of those nights. Mistake after mistake, a comedy of errors.
Here's Red Hot to the inside. Moravia.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Knocked loose. Pass to Koulibaly. And statistically, more young players in the league today, Greg, than in decades past. Might be a reason the age limit wasn't lowered in this new CBA.
Yeah, I mean, the veterans saying, hey, we're already having a tough time sticking around. And I think having those guys helps on and off the court.
And it's Morant missing. Wizards have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Bagley, no good. Memphis has gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. To the middle, here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
Here's Koulibaly. And the rejection by Jackson. Some changes for Memphis. Clark is checked in for Santi Aldama. And Pippen subbed in for Morant. Here's Kispert. Rebounded by Jackson.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
And it's Clark slamming it down.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Pippen against Brogdon. And another miss by Washington. Grizzlies have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. And that one drops. And that's 12 points for Red Hot.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. Got that one up quick. Red Hot's got 10 points now just in this quarter. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Memphis.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
Here's Pippen. Another possession, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Brogdon against Pippen. Here's Koulibaly. And again, Washington, no good.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Washington's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Grizzlies.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Red Hot.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
To the paint, here's LaRavia, rebounded by the Wizards. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Near the three-point line, it's Poole. Gets a very good look and converts. Memphis with the ball. Red Hot the pass to Bane. And another assist for him.
And the passing display just doesn't end. Tally up another assist for him.
That one will put him tied for third in the all-time assist list. One of the best games I've ever seen.
An incredible 28 assists for him, and he has splashed his name right in the middle of some totals of other legends, names like Stockton and Cousy, just to pick a few.
And another assist.
Another score and another assist to you-know-who. He continues to engineer good looks.
And that last pass tied him for second rank all-time for most assists in a game.
Well, Porter had been alone for second most. Assists in the game at 29, but that's not the case anymore. And what has been a jaw-dropping performance, that mark has been matched.
Both free throws good from Poole. Now the Grizzlies with it. Here's Red Hot inside, big dog, and again another assist.
I am just speechless here. He has now tied the record for most assists in a game.
Easily a transcendent game for him and his team. GA, he keeps setting up his teammates, and they keep knocking him down.
End of the game.
And it's just a mind-boggling number. 30 assists for him, and he has equaled the mark set by Scott Skiles back in 1990. 30 assists is more than most teams get in a game.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.